By the way, how come I cannot use unmanned ships? I've understood that the vast majority of real space flights are unmanned. Furthermore, since within a solar system communication and sensors would effectively be real time in this game, remote controlling of the probes would be much easier. Maybe there could be disadvantages to not having a crew, such as not being able to control ships in other solar systems without a satellite network. But just having the option to not have a crew would increase the role-playing opportunities. And how about having the option to build probes instead of using geology teams? Perhaps with the disadvantages of needing a control station working more slowly than humans and of course requiring that satellite network. Well, these are just ideas. Of course, any change requires programming and probably the developers already have their hands full. Well, probably there's just one developer, at least that's how I've understood. I don't know actually, but anyway. The asteroid mining ships have been deemed by the government as not necessary since there are a lot of automated mines left that can be hauled to other system bodies and converting conventional industry to new automated mines is pretty much the same in resource usage anyway. The huge shipyard that was left empty might be used for terraforming vessels, or something because somebody simply have too high of a colony cost to terraform with terraforming installations. The ruins on Wolf 359A2 have been fully surveyed. The alien race which inhabited the planet has been identified as the Nur Coalition, and their language and symbology has been translated. 8 abandoned installations were found which may be recovered by a construction brigade. The planetary defense centers previously didn't have magazines for the missiles. This was rectified in the new design. The new design also has point defense missiles, and better anti-ship missiles have also been researched. Let's actually look at the PDC missile base Abhi Mark III. So, 39,000 tons and 30 PDC size 1 missile launchers, 40 size 5 missile launchers, 3,630 magazine capacity, and some missiles have been assigned in this screen here also. A PDC barracks with 2 sensors, still these sensors, and this time of course not any fuel tanks. Here is my tug ship, which I designed, also a ship-to-ship tractor beam, and decently fast, quite fast actually. Lot of commercial internal fusion drives, and the jump drive, a huge one. So I can actually use this as a jump tender also, if needed. A lot of fuel also, 5.5 million liters. Okay. I believe this is still in the development, this gravitational survey vessel design. It will also have a jump engine, but anyway, maybe I'll talk about it more when the time comes. When here is the gate builder, jump gate construction modules, a module 180 days for it to build it. Nothing much special in there. It's also quite fast, not the fastest ship, but anyway, quite fast. Also, this is my new cargo ship design. More cargo space, more cargo handling multiplier, much more speed, and, well, probably not that much else. Anyway. In June 2000, well, actually, let's also look at the ordnance. How would I go about doing that, I wonder? Well, here, I think. Okay, here. So, size, these are my short-ranged, yes, these missiles here. So, quite fast. They are really accurate. I believe the point defense ones are even more accurate, but still quite accurate. And 16 warhead. They have a range of 91 million kilometers. And here is the point defense missile. Really accurate. And decent range and, well, cheap. Also, here are my stockpiles of these things currently. Well, I actually even have a Mark II base here. Let's see. It seems that I can't really fast reload here still, but maybe I'll think of how to do it at some point. Anyway, I believe these are also the new designs. Actually, this is still a Mark II for whatever reason. I probably just haven't had the time to... I don't know why it is Mark II still. I have to fix that. In June 2079, the negotiations with China had come to such a point that allowed new spacecraft to be built with the increased total funds and resources available. A tugship, a jump gate builder, and an improved freighter design were once chosen to be built. On Alpha Centauri B3, there were ice sheets that cover almost the entire planet that were detected, a breathable atmosphere, a decent minus 38 degrees Celsius temperature, and 43% gravity of that of Earth's. Furthermore, it has a moon which is a stabilizing factor for its axis of rotation. Also, given the similarities to the Sun in the stellar system's spectral types, star type and age, the exobiologist Usha Pathak has claimed that there is a good possibility of alien life beneath the ice, since the moon causes a little bit of tidal flexing, which could have allowed a subsurface ocean to remain liquid. An unmanned operation in order to lessen the risks for contamination was dispatched by China to dig through the ice layer and collect samples. The results are expected to come in around 5 years. Well, I believe these are some of the new systems. The Sirius is also a new one, I believe. Oh no, that's still... I believe Alpha Centauri, that... these things I've already discussed are the new ones. None of these have a hydrosphere, so I decided not to include life on them. I don't actually know how much tidal force, its tidal flexing, increases the temperature of the subsurface ocean. Would it mean it could be liquid if the surface is minus 38 degrees Celsius? But whatever, I wanted to have some alien life, not necessarily intelligent, but something. So that's why I put it there. Also, since there is now clear evidence of an intelligent civilization, although what has been found was only ruins, the Indian parliament has deemed it too dangerous to explore faraway jump gates without armaments. A new gravitational survey vessel, this time about 3 to 4 times the mass of the previous one, is being designed. It will have state-of-the-art sensors, more speed, more maintenance life, more distance it can go without refueling, and the ability to defend itself in case hostile aliens are encountered. The previous vessel didn't really have any sensors, so I could have sent it to the middle of an alien homeworld system, and it probably wouldn't have found any aliens. So it's imperative from at least that standpoint to build a new one. Since the last 5 years were mostly for research, these 5 years are for heavy shipbuilding action, and of course there will be research also. Well, here's the newest technologies I have. Probably not that much new ones have been researched, but anyway, I think that's about it. Well, I'll go through these really quickly, so if you want to see them, you can, but I am not no longer choosing a new president for every 5 years. I'm just keeping the old ones, ones that seem the best. It's quite quite slow to do it, actually.